Okay, in this question, second one. Shall we start this question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Garana Sawmill Limited produces timber for the construction industry. Tree trunks that have been cut down are brought to the mill where they are sawn into timber lengths. You are the cost accountant for the company. You are looking at the performance of the cutting department. The cutting department employs 4 laborers. So keep that in mind. They have 4 laborers. Okay, they are employing 4 laborers. And budgeted production for the cutting department for week 43 is 480 timber lengths, which must be met. Okay. Each labor has a target output of 120 timber lengths per week. So 120 into 4 will give 480. Did you understand that?
Yeah, I understood that.
Okay, the standard time for producing one timber length. Now, not 120. The standard time for producing one timber length is 20 minutes. Okay, with labors being paid 9.60 per hour. So, for 1 hour, they'll pay 9.60 pounds. Each labor is scheduled to work 8 hours a day and 5 days for a week. Only 5 days for a week, and for a day only 8 hours. Okay, if a laborer fails to meet their production target in normal time, the laborer must work overtime to reach the target. So if they didn't if they didn't finish their target, they have to work overtime and finish it. So if they work overtime, they will pay 14.40 per hour. Overtime is paid at the rate of 14.40 per hour. And look at this point. If a minimum of an extra 30 minutes is recorded on the time card, this will represent half an hour or 30 minutes overtime. Okay, so this is just simple. They're just saying if they work 30 minutes extra, then we will record it has half an hour or 30 minutes overtime. Okay, so all this you understood, right?
Yeah, I understood that.
Okay, sorry. Now look at this. This is for Adamu. Okay, so this is first labor. Okay, uh, from 8 to 12 he is working, and from 1 to 5 he is working. Okay, so what we will do is first before going to the answer, we'll see how much extra time each labor has worked. Okay, so you have to note it down your writing book. Okay, so now look at this. Adamu, from 8 to 12 it's 4 hours, and from 1 to 5 it's 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
So if you add 1 for 8 hours, here also 8 hours in Tuesday, and on Wednesday also 8 hours, because all the time are same, and Thursday also 8, Friday also 8. So 8 into 5 is 40. So he is correctly working 40 hours. Okay, so because for one day they are here, look at this. Each labor is scheduled to work 8 hours a day. So he is working correctly. Now let's look at the other people. Okay. So we'll calculate how many, like, we'll calculate the overtime. Okay. Now look at Barasa. Okay, he's the second laborer. Okay, so now look at this here. It's correct. Okay, on Monday he's working 8 hours. And on Tuesday, tell me what's the overtime. So 1 to 5 is 4 hours, 8 to 12 is 4 hours, then 8 hours. But from 5 to 6 he's working extra. So on Tuesday he's working 1 hour extra, right? Did you understand that?
Yeah, I understood that.
Okay. So if you have the question paper, you can like put it here. That's why I always tell you to take the question paper also. So if you have the question paper with you, you can put 1 hour here. Here. If not, like you don't have the question paper, right?
But then I can edit it on the laptop.
Okay. So just note it down. Okay. And then here it's same. Okay. Here he is working correctly 8 hours. And here also on Thursday again 1 hour extra, 5 to 6. So he also put 1 hour. And then on Fridays it's correct. Okay, 8 hours is correct. Now we'll look at Chitundu. Okay, is the third one. Okay. Now here it's correct. Okay, 8 hours. And here also 8 hours. But here on Wednesday, what's the overtime?
30 minutes.
Hmm. Here on Thursday?
1 hour,
Okay, correct. On Friday?
2 hours.
Okay, correct. Okay, so write 30 minutes extra, 1 hour extra, and 2 hours extra here. Okay, now we'll look at the other person, Darveshi. Okay, so this is the fourth one. And then here it's Monday, it's correct, 8 hours. And again on Tuesdays, 5 to 6. Again on Tuesday, it's 1 hour extra. And then on Wednesday, how many hours extra?
1.5, 1 hour 30 minutes.
Okay, correct. And on Friday, 2 hours, right? Sorry, on Thursday, 2 hours, right?
Yeah,
Okay, again on Friday, it's same, 1 hour and 30 minutes extra. Okay. So now A part, what they are saying is calculate for week 43 the number of hours worked by each laborer. So just go back here. And then we know for Adamu 8. So 8 into 5, that is 40 hours. So put Adamu and write 40 hours. Okay. And then
okay, okay.
and then for Baras, did you say something?
No, I just said okay.
Okay. For Barasa, you calculate and tell me how much, what's the total hours? 8 plus the extra hours. So just 40 hours plus you have to calculate only the extra
42.
hours. Yes, 42. Again for, wait. Again for Chitundu, 8 into 5, that is 40 hours plus the extra hours. How much is it? 43.5 hours, right?
43, 30. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so write that. And then for Darveshi, how much is it?
48 hours.
No, not 48.
Sorry, 46.
I can't hear you.
46.
Okay, correct. 46. Okay. So write 46 hours. So just put Adamo and put an arrow mark and show 40 hours, Barasa 42 hours, Chitundu 43.5 hours, and Darveshi 46 hours. That's all because they are saying calculate the number of hours worked by each laborer. They're not telling you to calculate the total number of hours, right? So just until that it's enough. Did you understand how to do the A part now?
Yeah, understood.
Okay. Shall I explain you the second one or you need some time to write?
Could you give me 2 minutes?
Okay. Now look at A part second one. Total hours worked in the cutting department. So cutting department has 4 labors. So what you have to do, you have to take all the people's total number of hours they work. Now in A part you got for A, B, C and D. So all the hours you have to add them and write it here. So you have for second part you show the working has this 40 plus 42 plus 43.5 plus 46 equals the answer. Did you understand how to do the second one now?
Yeah, understood.
Okay. Okay, look at this. Calculate for the budgeted production of 480 timber lengths. For week 43, the budgeted labor cost of production. So, what you have to do? Now, they are saying budgeted production of 480 timber lengths. Okay, the budgeted labor cost of production. So, what you have to do? 8 into 5. Okay, 8 hours. Okay, wait. Let me go to the question. Not 8 hours, wait. Okay. So yeah, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Okay, so 8 into 5 will give you 40 hours per week. Okay, so 40 hours per week into 4 because there are 4 people in 4 department, 4 labors. So 40 into 4 will give you 160 hours, right?
Yeah.
So 160 into 9.60 because this is the standard time, budgeted time. In the question they're asking budgeted labor cost of production. So you have to take the budgeted time and multiply, not the actual time or not the overtime. You have to take the budgeted time. That is 9.60 per hour. So 160 into 9.60. That's the answer. Do you understand this B part now?
Yeah, I did.
So show the working. 8 into 5 equals 40 hours per week. And then 40 into 4 equals 160 hours. And then show that on a side. And then in the middle, show 160 into 9.6. So what's the answer you're getting?
1 minute, I'm doing the calculation.
Okay.
£1,536.
Yes, correct. So you understood that part, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now B part second one, they are telling you actual labor cost of production. So now you have to calculate the actual labor cost. First one we did the budgeted. So when you are calculating the actual labor cost, you have to take the overtime hours also, right?
Yeah.
Because now budgeted means they want no, now budget means estimates no. So before a thing happened they are estimating that. Okay, so before labor's work they are estimating a budgeted hour. Before a labor produces something they are estimating. So when they take that estimate, that person don't know whether really they worked overtime or not. So when they are doing estimates, they won't write the overtime hours worked and all that, right?
Yeah, they
So
will.
that's why for budgeted labor cost of production, we are not taking estimate. We are not taking the overtime. But actual labor cost of production means we have to take overtime because actually that overtime has happened. Did you understand that?
Yeah, I understood that.
What you have to do, okay, so for second one, what you have to do is you have to take the answer in this part also. This part's answer is 1536, right?
Yeah.
So just put 160 into 9.60, 9.6. Okay, so that answer is 1000. 536. So this answer plus the overtime. So if you calculate only the overtime, now it's correct because 160 is 40 into 4. Okay, so if you calculate the balance overtime, then you'll get the total labor cost of production, right? Did you understand?
Yeah, I understood that.
Okay, so what's the overtime? How will you calculate the overtime? 160 is the without the overtime. So now can you remember in this part, in A part, they have told you to calculate total hours worked. That is 171 hours and 30 minutes, right? That is with the overtime.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so what you have to do, only if you want to get the only the overtime value, what you have to do 171.5 because zero point 0.5 is 30 minutes. So 171.5 minus 160 because 160 value you have already calculated here, right? So if you minus this, you will get only the overtime hours. Did you understand that?
Yeah, I understood that.
Okay, if you have any doubts, you can stop and ask me, okay?
Okay.
So this is 11.5. 171.5 minus 160 is 1160 is 11.5. So 11.5 into, you have to multiply by what answer? Can you think and tell me?
14.40.
Yes, because in the question itself they are saying you, the question itself they are saying you overtime is paid at the rate of 14.40 per hour. So this 11.505 into 14.4. You understood that part, right?
Yeah, I understood that part.
Okay. So 14.4. That will give you 165.6 pounds. 165.6. Okay, pounds. So is this the answer? Tell me.
No, we have to add that with 1,536.
Yes. So what you have to do after this working in this the next line 1536, this answer plus this answer 165.6, then you will get a total of 1701.6. So that's all. This is the answer. Did you understand this part now?
Yeah, I understood.
Okay. So for third one, you got labor efficiency variance, you got 110.4
Yeah.
adverse, right?
Yeah.
So show it like this, minus 110.4, show it in brackets. So bracket means it's minus, right? So minus 110.4, and then this plus will come here in between, and then labor rate variance. That is also 55.20 adverse, right?
Mm.
So minus 55.20. You can put a minus like this also, not a problem. Okay, here in bit after the bracket. So open a bracket and put minus 110.4 plus, again open a bracket, minus 55.20. So when you solve this, what's the answer you're getting? Is it a minus value or plus value? Can you see that and tell me?
Minus 165.60 adverse.
Yes, correct. That's the answer. So now this whole thing, did you understand now how to calculate all this in B part, labor efficiency variance, rate variance, total variance, and all this? Did you understand now?
Yeah, I understood that.
Okay.
What did you say?
So in other questions also, if you want to find the total labor variance, then this plus this, right? So in other questions also, if they say you have to add the subvariance. Did you understand that?
Right. Okay.
If
Yeah,
they
I
if
understood.
they say to find total material variance, then total material usage variance plus total material price variance. Did you understand like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now let's look at this question. Okay, look at C part. Okay, so in C part, they are saying trees are cut down when delivered by suppliers and cut into timberlands. The following budgeted information for week 43 is available. So tree, each tree has enough material for 12 timberlands. Okay, so one tree uh, has enough material for 12 timberlands. So it takes 12 timberlands to produce one tree. Okay, something like that. The price per tree is 19.50. Okay, so the actual information, now this is the budgeted, estimated figure, the standard information. Okay, now the actual information for week 43 is shown below. The budgeted production target of 480 timberlands was met. So they are telling actually the target is met it same. Okay, the budgeted production target of 480 timberlands was met. Okay, so this is achievable. Okay, they have achieved this. Okay, and then 41 trees were purchased. Okay, and used for a total of 779 pounds. Okay, and then in C part, they are saying calculate the budgeted number of trees required to meet the budgeted production. Okay, budgeted number of trees required to meet the budgeted production. So how will you do this? Okay, so they are saying one tree has enough material for 12 timberlands. Now they have 480 timberlands. What you have to do? 480 divided by 12. Did you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any doubts there?
No, not really.
I can't hear you properly.
No, not really.
Okay. So first part, you can just show 480 divided by 12. That's all. And then it's 40 trees. So put 40 trees. You have to write the word trees. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then now second one, budgeted material cost of production. So how will you do this? 40, this you got this 40, right? So 40 into the cost. So the price per tree is 19.50. So what you have to do? 40 into 19.50. 19.5. Did you understand that?
Yeah, I understood that.
So 40 into 19.5 is 780 pounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 180 pounds. And then now you have to calculate the actual cost per tree. So they in actual information they have told 41 trees were purchased, but the budget at this thing is 40 trees, right?
Yeah.
But they have purchased 41 trees, one tree extra. Okay, so if you want to find the actual cost per tree, then this answer divided by 41. Did you understand that?
Yeah, I understood that.
So 779 divided by 41. That's all. So 779 divided by 41 is 19 pounds. Did you understand that?
Yeah, I understood that.
Okay. So it's 19 pounds. And then now material usage variance. So we have all the information here. Then we have to, put that in the equation and find. So material usage variance is what? Standard quantity minus actual quantity into standard price, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So standard quantity is how much in this question?
40,
Yes. Actual quantity?
41,
Yes. Standard price?
19.50.
Yes. Correct. So if you substitute, like if you get the value 40 minus 41, that turns into 19.50. What will you get?
19
Yeah.
point,
I can't hear you.
19.5 adverse. 19.5 adverse.
Yes. Correct. That's the answer. Now, did you understand this? How to find?
Yeah, I understood.
Okay. So material price variance. Wait, before that, let me do this. Okay. So material price variance. That is standard price minus actual price into actual quantity, right?
Yeah.
So what's the standard price? The budgeted
19,
price?
19.50.
Yes, correct. So 19.5. What's the actual price?
19.
Yeah, because in this third one, actual cost per tree. So this is the actual price. Did you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, so 19.5 minus 19 into actual quantity. What's the actual quantity?
41.
Yes, 41. So the answer, what's the answer now? Total answer.
20.5 favorable.
Yes, correct. So that's all. And then if you want to find total material variance, then what you have to do? This total answer plus this total answer. Material usage variance plus material price variance. So earlier I taught you how to do that in the previous part, right? Can you find that and tell me then?
Yeah. One favorable.
Yes, very good. Correct. So this is the answer. That's all. Now this whole answer is clear to you, or you need to explain again?
No, that's fine.
Okay.